Hey, New Market. Hello again, people in the diaspora. It is such a pleasure to be coming to you one more time on Spotlight. That was Utah Blaze music playing in the background. I'm just checking here if we're broadcasting on Facebook. Not seeing you guys yet, but we should be popping up somewhere right about now. Let me verify this before I keep talking. Not seeing it yet on Facebook. Okay, yeah, we're broadcasting. I'm not seeing it on my computer, but my phone is showing it. So welcome guys, welcome again. This is Evadne, and I'm pleased to bring you another version of Spotlight where we look at people from the New Market St. Elizabeth community, where they are, what they're doing, and highlight from farmers to doctors. Doesn't matter what career you're in, as long as you're doing well, we are interested to highlight your story because it could inspire somebody else, or it could help you to get your business or whatever you're doing out there so that people can be aware of it. So we've been having some really good persons coming on this program, very talented young people, and tonight is no different. Last night we had a very dynamic young farmer who was on here. She created quite a stir in the internet world that people were so happy for her because she was young. She has had a lot of challenges along the way, but she's doing her farming and she's doing very well. Tonight we have another young lady who has stepped up to the plate. She likes to say she's shy, but I don't think she's shy. Just look at her. I'm so proud and so happy to welcome Kayome Knight to the program tonight. Kayome, welcome.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
Kind of still nervous.
Oh, come on. I'm super excited because I tell you what, Kayome and I were talking since last week and she was trying to dodge me. And she pushed others in front of her and still kept dodging. And I kept, hoping that she would come through. And today I had a one-on-one conversation with her and said, you need to be out there. And the only way you can conquer this fear that you have, this little doubt, is if you kick it, just say, I'm gonna do it, and just do it. Because the more you let it engulf you, the more you let it blanket you, is the more hold it will have on you. So I'm so happy tonight. She and I made a pact that today is a new day, and going forward she won't be talking about
new beginning.
New beginning. Today
Yeah.
is the first day of her new self, where she won't be doubting, or they always say the Holy Spirit never give you a feeling of doubt or fear. So yeah, you just have to claim that, and this is her first step in making sure that happened. And I'll keep up with her and make sure that she stays in the limelight where she needs to be. She is an accomplished young lady in her own rights, so there's no need for her to be shy. She's beautiful, she's talented, she's a strong person, so she needs to inspire other young people. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I totally agree with you.
Okay, Kayomi. Nice. Okay, so um, I want to start by asking you about your early years. You are from Louisville. You were born in Louisville?
Yeah.
And
Yes, I was born and raised in Louisville.
okay. Who's your who are your parents? For the
Um,
older people probably recognize the parents and not the child.
oh, Danny will be known as Danny as bus driver, and Marcia.
Marcia,
Yeah, she was born in Run It, raised in Run
Marcia,
It, New Market.
Marcia what?
Elaine Chambers, Elaine Chambers' daughter.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Wonderful. Nice to know. Great. So you born there, you were raised there, you went to
yeah,
school there. So you are a
yeah,
true Louisville girl. Um,
exactly.
which basic school, primary school did you go to?
I attended the Mocha Basic School,
Uh-huh.
and then afterwards I leave and go to the Black River Primary School.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
you were traveling to Black River to school.
from New Market to Black River. Yeah, at
Um,
the time it was easy for us because there was a bus who picks up us in the scheme,
okay.
and yeah, so it was easy
Black
for us.
River. Oh, so quite a few of you were being commuting back and
Yes,
forth to Black River for prep school.
yeah,
Wonderful.
yes, ma'am.
You had an all fancy life. You went to prep school. That's nice.
No, it was a primary school. The prep school wasn't there until I was leaving.
Oh, really? Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. So how was it? Do you have good memories of those days?
At Black River Primary, yes, I have a lot of memories. With Mr. Romans, of course, he would like said like when he seen us eating something, he would just grab the bag and said, "What are you eating?" And we'll tell him. And if you can't spell what you're eating, then you can't eat it.
So you always check yourself if you can spell what you're eating before you show it up.
Exactly. So we tend not to eat things that we cannot spell
That was a creative.
because once Mr. Roman sees us, yes, he's taking it away.
That's
Yeah.
really creative. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had fun there. Were you doing well academically
Yeah.
when you were in Black River, you think?
Yeah. Yes, but I have problems there because I tend to miss out of school because I had asthma growing up.
Oh,
So yeah, it used to affect me. And
okay.
I was a bit shy. So each time opportunity comes my way, that's the time when asthma tries to act up on me. So I just miss out.
Oh, wow, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so you passed your exam and you went to high school?
Yeah.
Which high school?
Yeah. I'm at Sweden. I did my exam, but however, the result only came down for one person, which was my brother, because they thought it was one person.
Well, you have a
So
twin or
eventually,
oh, you say you're a twin.
yes, I'm at Sweden.
Ah, so they thought it
And
was
our names
the
spelled
same person.
alike. Yes,
Oh dear.
yes, they thought it was the same person. So it takes a while for the result to come down. So my mother just placed me there with my brother, being as my brother was passed for that school.
Place you where? Louisville?
I'm at La Covia
At La
High.
Porte. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just went because your brother, you're twins, you couldn't be separated anyway. they,
Yeah.
they would want to keep you together. Okay,
Yes.
sorry about that unfortunate situation. Well, how did you make it at La Cova? Did you like it?
Well, at La Covia at first, no, because I was just trying to fit in. Then after a while, getting around the school and meeting teachers, then I tend to like it. That is when I get involved in agriculture with the whole 4-H thing.
Uh-huh.
So my experience there was quite nice.
So you were a member of the 4-H club?
Yes, I was.
Okay, good.
But I did not take agriculture serious until when I was like in 8th grade, and I saw my neighbors, they chose agriculture as a field. So I always looked down on it and said it's for older folks. And I said, why agriculture? And she was like, it's nice and it's cheap, you don't have to pay much, it don't cost much, and the parents don't have it. So being around them, I see how they get involved in agriculture and the excitement, you go on trip and everything. So that is when I really take it more serious when I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
When I look at it at a deeper and a different perspective and say, yes, this is the path I want to choose.
Okay. Let me pause to welcome the people in the group and on the page who joined us on Facebook. Guys, you know, I really appreciate you for coming here night after night to be a part of this process and to cheer on the guest. And I'll keep looking back to see who is here. I can see that Erica is here. Steve-O, Weevo, Raldon, Laird, something Benjamin and Julius, Trendsetter, Buddhas, Edson, Mike Green, Timel. Okay, and there may be others, but yeah, there are definitely others. So you just said something that kind of piqued my curiosity a little bit. You said you used to look down on farming. Based on where you are now, can you try to figure out why you think you looked down on farming at that time when you were younger?
Growing up, yeah, because I always see other folks walking with machete and their back and a crocus bag, and they just leaning. So I just it that's the image it always paint, that is for only for old folks. I didn't see a broader way that yes you have a lot of opportunity. I just think that you go to bush with stick and machete and a crocus bag around your bag and dig up food, and that's it. Because I normally see they would stop by the house and hand to my neighbor and say, here, cook your pot. So that's the whole image I get from it growing up until I was in 8th grade.
All right. So you saw an image of an old person. Um, was there
Yeah.
any other thing you associated with that? Did you associate poverty? Did you associate not moving ahead in life? Were there any other thing? Just think back. Why?
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead. You can talk
as
about it because you're no longer at that state.
yeah, yeah, as I said, just old folks and they go nowhere. It's like they're stagnant at one place, seeing this, they're doing the same thing continuously, no
Uh-huh.
improvement. So yes, at that stage it paints an image that yes, it's just poor person around that it's
Yeah,
only for the poor.
and
Yeah.
uneducated. Um,
Yes, person who don't go to school, like they waste the time at school. So
so that's the only
yeah.
thing left for them to do. So let me ask you this. At no point before eighth grade in high school did anybody try to make farming look sexy and look good and look like something that anybody of
Not in my
substance should get involved in? None of the primary school teachers tried to grow seeds and show you guys how all of these things happen so you would get a little excited. None of that.
To be honest, I can't recall. I don't know if that happened at the time, but because I paint that image in my head, so even if things like that was going on around me, I wouldn't notice. So the thing is that looking back now,
Mhm.
I think agriculture should enforce from a younger age in primary school. If it can start from basic school, so that children can see at a wider picture of agriculture, and not just a thing that you take up water boots and mash it. So to be honest, I kind of blame the education system with that concern, because it makes us paint a bad image for agriculture until we get out there and can see things on a wider scale.
And generations after generations is the same way they think of it. And then the parents was like, even if you were saying, I would like to do agriculture, they'll be like, huh? Go do something,
Exactly.
go turn a teacher,
Yeah.
go turn a nurse, go do a police,
Exactly. Yeah. So
those are more
yeah.
recognized career path. So we have to
Yeah.
do a whole shifting in the mindset thing of both parents who are people who are current parents and the kids, the teachers, the kids, because they have
That's
to
true.
have an appreciation for planting food and feeding themselves.
That's true.
I said
And
this,
everything else start from basic.
yeah, I said this before, that when we were kids, there was a lot of emphasis placed on every girl having a garden patch in the yard. For those who grew in the country, I don't think people in the city like Kingston did that. But for us in the country, we all had our little patch of garden. And where you have two young ladies who probably are teenagers at the same time, they split the garden. So one get part and one get part. And you're responsible to weed it, take out the weeds, and keep the flowers going nicely and everything. But they never taught us to do that with vegetables. They taught us to do that with flowers. So the yard is
Exactly.
always pretty, but nobody bothers to teach the kids that they should plant things, plant beans, plant something that they can eat. And that's very wrong.
True.
You have a whole big space in the
That
yard full of flowers and no
yeah.
vegetables.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
and that, all of that comes about the perception. Farming is bad, but flowers
That,
are good, and that's that. So I'm
exactly.
happy you got past that. And do you see the role that you as a young lady play in helping to sensitize or to reprogram the younger people and people in your age group by what you're doing now? Do you now see that
Oh
responsibility?
yeah. Oh yes, I do.
And you're up to that challenge, right?
Yes, I am.
Because sometimes what people don't know about, they just toss aside. They don't have
That
enough facts. They don't have. It's like when you used to make career choices. There weren't many careers exposed to you, so you only did teacher, nurse, air hostess,
yeah,
police.
because that's the thing. That's
Yeah,
the thing. All right. That's the thing I said to somebody the other day. I tell them that when my son I have a child, and I say when he reach a age and his career is there at school, I'm gonna let him dress up in water boat and just a fake machete. Somebody say you're crazy making dress up in a police or soldier. I said no, why? You never see that happening in school. Every day is career time. They just paint this image, either nurse, soldier. No children want to be a farmer. Why? Because the parents paint that image in their head, so they just grow up saying, yes, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse. Why not a farmer?
yeah, and
Because farming, without food, we can't eat. So I
and
don't
from
know.
St. Elizabeth, we're literally the people that feed the whole country. Most of it, the foods are produced in
Exactly.
St. Elizabeth.
Yeah,
That is no secret. And they always, that's why they call us
exactly.
the bread basket of the country. So yeah, that perception, we're gonna have to knock it down. We're gonna have to reprogram people's thinking about stuff like that. You hear how your friend said, why would you do that? And yet they would tell them to be police or teachers or whatever, but do they know
Exactly.
that a farmer can earn more money than these people? They don't know that. Anyway,
No, they don't.
so yeah, let's move on. So you started in eighth grade to love agriculture because you saw different images of what agriculture
Yeah,
represents, and therefore
yeah,
it helped you to appreciate it, right? and
yeah,
and from
yeah.
that point on, you decided that you wanted to go into agriculture from eighth
Yes, I decided that I want to try that part because I see my friends do it. I said I want to know what it feels like. So really and truly it's when I reach in 10th grade, and then I get more in depth, because you know that is a practical area. So I get more in depth now. So then I know the whole feeling. I start to actually feel it, what it feels like, it smells like, it tastes like, everything. So
Okay.
that is when everything really starts.
You sound like you're really excited about it. Tell me what excites you. What part of it excites you like that?
What part?
Agriculture. That
I
learning about it at that stage. What did you learn that really excites you?
I how things set up, like when you'll be on the farm to chicken your chicken, and the starting of the whole preparation for land preparation to look after, and how the teacher would just I should say, he would just interact with us, and everybody just enjoy it. Like, he just make agriculture seems easy. Anyone who attend Lakovia High School and know Mr. Solomon would say he just make agriculture look easy. It's just like, it's like a walkover. So he engaged with us on our day-to-day activities on the farm. So it was a fun moment for us. He wasn't a teacher who said, go sit there, go do this, go do. No, he engaged with all of us. So
And
if
was
we're
very
on the
hands-on.
farm and like,
Was very hands-on.
repeat,
Was he very
yes, he
hands-on?
was.
Mhm.
Yes,
That's,
he was.
that's good. So at that stage, it wasn't like the money that attracted you. It was just the activity of getting your hands dirty and being around the farm
Exactly.
that
Yes.
attracted you.
Yeah. To be honest, I did not see. I still didn't paint the image of money, because I just love to get my hands dirty, and knowing that I'm not bad looking. So yes, and choose that part. And majority of the good looking girls always do agriculture. So yeah, if we
Really?
just have our hands dirty and yes.
It was a thing. It was a sexy thing for you girls. That's nice.
Yes,
That's
but
really nice.
yes, at our time it was.
So are you in touch with a lot of
So
the friends that you were in school with doing agriculture? Are you in touch with a lot of them now?
yes, I am. And surprisingly, they don't choose that path. So
Oh, they changed. Oh, pity.
yeah, very,
Okay. But
yeah,
it stayed with you and you continued. All right. So
yeah.
you finish high school. Were you involved in anything else?
Yeah.
Any other extracurricular activity in high school?
Just for age that I can recall of, just for age. As
Okay.
I
How
said,
well,
I was a shy type. So
okay. How well did you do at the end of high school?
well, I did 8 subjects and I passed six.
Mhm.
I feel the two main subject would be maths and English. So
Okay.
afterwards, I did not graduate. I tell my father that I did not want to graduate.
Why?
The money that he would use to graduate for me, I wanted to send back myself to school to get the
Oh,
maths and the English.
well, you didn't
Yeah,
feel
so
accomplished because you didn't get all your 8 subjects?
no, so I wanted to be a police officer, and for some reason my parents didn't want me. So my mother said it's a sign, because I said I would. I promised myself that I would never go back to a school. I would never ever. I just did my subject and go straight into the force. But then I failed the two most important subject that I needed. So that is when things take turn in my life.
Okay, okay. All right. So you have moved on from wanting to be a police officer?
Yes, until I sent back myself to School of Excellence and I get the maths. Still didn't get the English, so I can't go in there without it.
No, no,
So
so what I want to know,
I
are you
was
still planning
frustrated.
to do it? You still want to be a police officer?
The police at this moment, no.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So then after all of that, you enroll into the Heart Academy?
Yes, after I get the yes, a friend told me about this school, my teacher at La Covia High School and a past student there, she said that she's going to Ebony Park.
Mhm.
She's going to Ebony Park and it's really nice. And then I called my teacher and I asked him about Ebony Park and he said it's really nice. So I signed up and I get accepted to come in and do an interview. The interview was successful and I wanted to do general agriculture, but that
On the
was full.
phone that they
So
can't hear talking. Tell the person on the phone they can't be hearing the conversation. Okay.
yeah, so the general agriculture section was full and they said the only vacancy was ornamental horticulture and landscaping. I have no idea what that is, but anyhow, I still tell them that I will do it. No, choose.
Okay.
And then
You're good at landscaping?
I wouldn't say good, but yes, I can do a few things. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Good. I have a project.
So
I have a landscaping project. We'll see how good you do that. Okay, go ahead.
okay, no problem.
Uh-huh.
So in at Ebony Park, I start to learn more in depth about agriculture, the basic things that I didn't taught at the high school. I see where it can take you 5 years time from now, and there I start learn more about crop. Hello, yeah, there I start engage with crop production because in ornamental horticulture you have to do a section called crop production.
Right.
Even though ornamental is all about flowers,
Uh-huh.
but there's a section you still have to do the basic because they have to teach you how to plant a crop by hands and so forth. So I did little of that.
Okay, so you sound like you had a good time. So
Oh yeah,
so you didn't regret going to that section because you still were able to benefit from the experience.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, I
Okay.
was.
Okay. Do you know that you can get big jobs to do landscaping?
Oh yes, I know of that, but to be honest, I applied several places, like, but I won't say never. I get called, but based on the locations and my parents.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So like your parents like to keep you close.
Very close.
That's not a bad thing. Okay. Yeah. Welcome again to the guys in the group. We're happy you're here with us. You can put your questions in here and I will ask them for you. Why not feeding your family? It's better you are right. Early childhood farming is a great idea. Okay. There's someone online saying that. Yeah. So you did that at Heart and you finished. I saw your graduation pictures that was posted, and then you're done with that, and you come back home now. What happened?
Well, when I was at home, I get called to go to like trial holiday in. He does it. There's a hotel in Negril. Yeah, the hotel and other hotels around. I got called because my teacher, my instructor, they what Heart do Heart based on our qualification and based on the things they know we're capable of doing. When persons request for like in this given era, they will select few students that they know that is competent to complete that given task. So
What
I
kind of
was
jobs were
choosing
they?
few places.
What kind of jobs were they?
Repeat.
What kind of jobs?
Landscaping job.
Oh,
Landscaping job.
exactly what I was talking about. Okay.
Yeah, landscaping. But at the time my mother was, because I leave Ebony in 2016 and my mother was going away and she said somebody has to stay home and ensure everything is okay at home because she's not gonna be there. So I stayed home for a while, and because I did a competition at Ebony while I was at Ebony, a youth involved something about agriculture with youth,
Mhm.
and I came first, and it involved in a scholarship also to go to either case or in CU. But because I was at the time I was worrying about that my father did everything for me, so it's my time to do things on my own, and I wasn't working or anything. I didn't have any money, so I said I'm gonna try get a job and try to see how best I can send back myself to college. But my parents, my mother stopped me from getting those jobs. So you're there home and you don't really have nothing to do. They always say they will find work for eye hands. And then a couple months after, there goes a baby.
Okay.
So that slows everything, and that is when I started to think about everything. Like,
What age
you
were you
can't believe me
when you got your
pregnant and me
first
not do
baby?
this.
What age were you?
Ah,
What age were you when you
I
got?
was 21,
Okay, so
21.
might have been looking bad to you, but this wasn't the end of the world. At least you weren't like 16 or 18 or 17.
No,
Yeah.
I kind of feel good at that time, because not really feel good, but looking back, I think I did fairly well, because at that time I had 7 subjects and I did my diploma. I had my diploma. So yes, at the end, looking back, I can say, yes, I'm better than most person out there who get pregnant, don't accomplish anything. So from that point of view, I could say
The end
yes.
of
But I
the
was a bit still disappointed in myself.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably because you wanted to go on instead of the baby keeping you back. Um, yeah. So
Yeah.
so so you became a mom. And at what point did you decide that you're going to take up your machete and put on your water boot and start to go into farming? Like, do it literally. At what point?
Repeat.
At what point did you decide that it's time to put on your water boot and take up your machete and go over there and start something?
When my son born, actually when my son born, that is the
Okay.
time when I see when he's starting to move around, and I say, wow, I'm not doing anything. I have no money, nothing at all. So I said, I can't ever live with myself knowing that my son should talk and said, Mom, I want this, and I can't give it to him.
Uh,
So I was at home one day and I saw my brother buy some sweets and put in the shop, because there's a shop close by. He have a shop there. And within less than a month, I see my brother make 18,000. And like a big bag of sweets is like for 250.
mhm.
So me I say, what, seriously? Not a sweet? And he said, yes. So then I was talking to my auntie about the idea, and she was like, I don't have it to send my daughter to school because her daughter go to Hampton High. And it's Sweetie she sell at the school and finance herself. And I say, what, Sweetie? And she say, yes, Sweetie. And I say, me don't believe that, Auntie Peggy. She say, yes, ask her. We say, you sell Sweetie to this? And she say, yes.
For those of you
So
listening on the
I
internet who don't know what she's talking about when she said sweetie, she's talking about candies. So she decided she learned that the candy business is feasible. So she decided to go into it.
exactly.
Candy business is very lucrative, by the way. It's really very lucrative. Yeah.
Yes. So I started from there. I purchased some candies and sell it in the shop, make some money, and somebody tell me about a piece of land
Mhm.
that was leasing. The land is for $5,000. So I lease the land and I sell more seeds and buy chemical, burn the land, sell more sweets, buy cabbage seed, and that is where it all started from, and start with poultry rearing at the same time. So in 2018, at that time, things was kicking off. And I meet a guy and he was giving me this idea about business wise. So I said, hey, I'm really popular out there, so I'm gonna do something. And I keep a party
Mhm.
and it was successful, so that even helped me to push along with
Ah,
the poultry rearing and the farming. So that
okay.
is where things really kick off
So
for me.
you kept a dance thing like, and then people
It's
came.
not really a dance, it was a cookout.
Nothing is wrong with that. Then people came in, and girl, nothing, no shame in your game. And the people came and paid, and
Yeah,
you made a profit. So, so you were using,
surprisingly,
yeah, you're using your head.
surprisingly,
Mhm.
it's not really like person paid. I mean, person was outside and they was like, I'm far, but I want to support. Just print some ticket and sell.
Ah,
And I print the ticket. Yes, so
so you got
that
support.
is when
Mhm.
yes, I got support, and that really pushed me because, as I said, I didn't have no money. So everything all started from Sweetie. And I like the fact that everything started from Sweetie, because at the end of the day, I can tell young persons out there, no matter what, there's don't watch how much you're making, it's what you're saving.
Right.
You can, if yeah, because persons like, I don't have this money to do this, I don't have that, but I'm just do it step by step. There's a ladder, just climb the ladder little by little, you will reach where you want to go. So
Yeah.
don't look at the image that, listen, this is for $500 and I can't afford it. Just take your time and do what you can do till you reach where you want to reach.
Very interesting idea. I remember some time ago, a few months ago, someone called me from, not called me. Yeah. Did she call? No, she messaged me and she said she needed money. And she's like a distant cousin. So I wouldn't send the money because I didn't have money to send like that, but I would have helped her. I said, what business can you get involved in to make some money? Because the
Exactly.
COVID prevented her from doing what she normally does. She said she doesn't know. I said, you got to think. There must be something you could sell that could make you some money. So if it is $100 you needed to start that up, maybe I could help you
Exactly.
with $100 instead of giving you money to buy a phone card. Because I'm not going to give you money
Exactly.
to buy a phone card. But if you could find something to sell that would keep you going so that you could earn that money to buy your phone card when you want your phone card, I would try to help you that way, but not to give you money
Exactly.
for the phone card. I'm not doing that. And
Yeah, so each one help one.
she couldn't come up with anything. But look at the simple idea that you have. It's just candies.
Yeah,
And there's
yeah, it's
somebody
not
else
so
who
true.
start doing it too. And you're able to start your own little thing and then you go have a party. Well, you can't do party now in COVID like that. But
Mm.
at that time you could. And from that you were able to raise the money. So you didn't have to depend on your parents. You didn't have to go
No,
to
I
school, but you were able to
no.
start your business. And like you said, this is how you manage your money. You're able to make that
Exactly.
money into more. And then you had the good sense to go lease a piece of place. Like young people don't usually think like that, you know,
No,
about
they don't.
leasing land to do farming. So that's good. You're solid, girl. Where's my hat? Oh, here. I gotta put it on. I gotta put on my hat so I could take my hat off to you, young lady. Very, very good. Right?
Thank you.
I got to put on my hat so I can take it off to you. Very, very good using your brain to make it work for you.
That's true.
Making money, not just about spending money and living lavish lifestyle and just blow money,
And that
clothes and shoes.
and that is what I think. I
Yeah,
think that is what kind of mash up the society, why young persons taking turn. They have a saying that if you give if a man a fish for a day, if a man asks for a fish or something like that, he give for the day, he only lasts for the day. But if you teach him to fish, he will eat for a lifetime. So instead of handing out things to people like that, ask them what they can do. So at the end of the day, you help them, they help you back. Because nobody isn't perfect at all.
right.
Things can happen and you fall back. But because you assist that person into climbing the ladder, that person will be able to assist you back. But giving and not receiving back, it doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. You're throwing money down a dark hole. So
Thank you.
see, you're gonna be my star teacher. You're gonna be out there, you know, giving all these lectures, telling these young people how to do stuff with their hands, their brain, whatever they can do to generate income, because you are a living example of that. You can
Yeah,
do a lot with a little if you know how to do what you're doing.
exactly.
And most importantly, if you have a vision, a mission, you know?
It's true because not that this is about the context, but I will always tell persons like people complaining that having a child is really expensive. But to be honest, I don't really think because a child from 0 to 4, you don't really spend much and person always giving. So if you allocate and said every week I will put $100 aside, just imagine $100 every week for 4 years time, how much that would be. And then it continue. But no, they don't see things like that. They're
Right.
just always focusing on the bigger picture. So when persons learn to start from little
Mhm.
and satisfy and just save towards their goal, don't look at it said like, just look at it at the bigger picture, like say 10 years time. It
Yeah,
may seem long, but trust me, 10-year time will be coming.
one step at a time. A dream,
Exactly.
a vision. A vision is nothing beats that. So
Sure.
good. So you see this little lecture that you're giving me here? You're gonna be giving it all around town, right? To other young people. And you finish you so you start your farming. You lease a piece of land after you keep your little dance and you make your money. No shame in
Yeah.
that. You did what you had to
No
do
shame at
to make your money, you know? And you never have to go thief or rob nobody pocket or tell no man no lie for them come cut your throat later.
all.
You did
Exactly.
what you had to do to make your money, and there's no shame in that. You raise, that
Yeah.
is called fundraising. You did your fundraising, right? You don't owe
Yes,
nobody.
I
You did your raise your
know.
and you started your farm. Wonderful. So so you just continue to expand on that little farm, that 5 acres thing that you started. You just continue to plant and continue to reap. Work.
But the thing is that farming overall,
Mhm.
it's expensive. It's not really cheap. It's really expensive to maintain. So with that no I try to get, because they always say one source of income, it's really challenging. And to know that you're doing farming and the crop take 3 months. So you're investing in something that you can do from 9 to 5. You're
Right.
investing in something that takes 3 months, maybe 6 months. It's really challenging.
Mhm.
So I try to get a job, which I get a job out by Holland Estate. I was there for 9 months. I was there for 9 months. So that kind of helped me to balance off things more, to
Okay.
push further in the farming how I would
Okay.
want it. But to do it alone, it's because price fluctuate.
Uh,
And to be honest, as a farmer, it's really rough because imagine investing 50,000 in something, and then when things reap, they go to the market, it's like $10 per pound.
oh, so you
You make back nothing. The
okay.
price fluctuates.
Mhm, mhm. What's your
So
solution
you
for
have to
that?
have something.
Are you one of those persons who advocating to have a cold storage for your produce?
Yeah, in the near future, yes.
Okay, because the member of
But
parliament um was strongly supporting that idea of us putting in us on, well, not us, him, finding the resources to put in a cold storage in the new market area so that the farmers can keep their produce for a longer period, such as the one you're talking about, when there's a glut and the prices fall, instead of just
but
just wasting them literally,
but
you could store them.
so they could also build it themselves, create it, and buy things from the farmer at a flat rate. So when there's a glut, they can sell it back so they won't lose. It's a win-win for everybody. But it's really challenging, miss, to go to the market selling things like for $10, $20 per pound, especially cabbage. I do cabbage, and cabbage
Okay.
is really costly bad.
A
And
lot
to
of
know that I went to the market Monday,
uh-huh.
the cabbage price was at $50, and when I went to the market, gone back, price dropped back down to $30. So imagine doing something for 3 months and then know that you go to the market. It's pretty and everything, but when you go to the market, the price just
So let me ask you this. Do you network with other farmers or other people who buy produce? Do you currently network? Because
yeah,
I'm in
yes,
some farming groups and I see people get in those groups and they ask, I have cabbage over here in New Market or whatever. Anybody need cabbage? You know? And they're all over the country, and that's how they communicate through these groups so that people know where things are being sold so they can go get it wholesale. So
yes,
that
but that's the thing for
Mhm,
me, are at my stage,
mhm.
wholesalers, we as farmers, I think, like, if I have it and I go to the market, not selling it by wholesale, but actually selling it to housewives,
Okay.
you see more from it than doing wholesale, because I go to the market and sell it $30 per pound. Who's buying it from me? Go back to other markets selling like $80 per pound, $90. So they're the one who's making the money more than we.
Yeah, but there's a risk factor involved. You try to do your own
Ye-
retailing and you risk having it and it spoils. You do wholesaling,
Yeah, that's it.
keep it off, without any worry. Like you have these people and they will always come and they will take it. So you can turn that over faster and you will lose less. So I guess
That's
you
true.
have to choose which one you want. Also, if you go into selling to like hotels and big restaurants and so on, it may be on a wholesale basis also, but you'll be guaranteed those sales. So if you're going to
That's
go into big scale farming, you need to be looking into those areas so that you're always
y-
guaranteed moving your produce. Right? Make sense?
yeah, but for starters like us, like persons, like I think they should come, like the chemicals, like they're really expensive.
For the
So
spraying.
things like, yeah, so you have to think about things like those, and remember that the land space we don't really have. So if, all right, say for instance, in a case that we have a 2 acre and we do 2 acres now, it don't really matter what price it is, you know that you will get good
Right,
amount,
right,
everything will be perfect. But if you have a small scale of land now and you have to buy chemical and everything, then you're really not going to make back anything.
right.
And
Yeah.
for us, not us, me, I can say land is the problem for me.
Yeah, I heard
You
that
need more
there's
time.
a shortage of land in the area. We need to have more
Yeah,
discussions about how more lands can be made available to young people who really, really want to go into farming. There are lots of land around there that are just idle. Anyhow, that's for another discussion. So let me ask you this. Have you ever considered doing organic farming? Because that's a niche that is wide open.
to
And
be honest,
it does fetch more money.
I never think about it. I never thought about it.
Yeah, you could you
I
could
never.
study that to see how you could do it. You could even do it alongside what you're doing, but that's a smaller market, but they pay more for organic food,
Yeah,
and you would be able to access like juice bars and all these places that and restaurants that do organic food. They would buy for you, and the supermarkets that sell organic food. So there are different things you can do. You can get creative, you know
yeah,
Okay. So we brainstorm more about that. Um, have some idea. So you you had this big vision of where you're going as a farmer.
yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yes, I.
What's your ultimate thing?
For farming, I'm not gonna stop until I have a farm complex. Meaning, I have a livestock. a section with livestock and a section with crop production. So it's like a big complex. So you come, you get your goat, your pig, anything at all you want, egg, everything. It's just a one-stop shop, and I'm gonna reach there.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And the way you see agriculture right now, do you think that you would be helping to shape the new outlook on just how agriculture goes from here on? Do you see yourself in the forefront of
Yes.
that mission to change the way we're doing things at the higher level?
Oh yes.
What about politics? Do you ever think of being a counselor or anything like that? Because those are some of the big ways we can make changes. It's by leading. Do you ever see yourself in any other things?
I see myself there, but one step at a time.
Yeah, come on. We
Yeah,
got
one step.
we have somebody,
Yeah.
what was it, or 23 or 21? In politics, they're having good office. You can do it. Leadership, you got to think that way. So nice,
Yeah.
nice girl. I'm so proud of you. You're beautiful. You're intelligent. You are going to go places. I just hope
Thank you.
for you that you will continue to shine. You'll continue to inspire. You'll continue to rise. So
Thank you.
you have your cousin there with you, right?
Oh yes, Mr. Stevens Weavers.
No, Vivo, you're in the background there making noise. Come on here, let us see you.
Oh,
How well have you been doing since you've been on the program?
oh, well, hey, good night, everyone. Well, it has been great so far. The feedbacks has been wonderful. I've been getting orders and I've been getting like followings on the different social media platforms, and the message that I'm getting, they are really great.
The feedback is good. People like your craft. For those of you who didn't
Yes,
Steve-O Weevo. He was on the program. He's a University of the West Indies student, but he has a business that he is making and promoting handcrafted basket weaving items. So it's basket and what else, Steve-O?
I do hats. I even have some here with me
Okay.
on display.
Nice,
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
And you have any basket with you?
No, I don't have any basket right now. I have I don't have any in stock right now.
Okay, so Stephen is doing a wonderful job, and I invite you guys to support him. He came on last what was it, Sunday, or when my head don't work well. Which day was it, Stephen?
Was it Sunday?
No, it was last week, Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Last
No.
Tuesday. And the response was really good. You see how fast time travel? The response was really good, and he has been getting the support. So I really want you guys to continue. What can you remind us of your handles on Instagram and Facebook? Can you spell
Okay,
it
so
out?
it's Steve. Yeah, so it's Stevo's underscore Weavers for both Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Spell it.
And I'm also on STEVOS underscore WEAVOS Weavers.
And you're still on, and you're also on where?
WhatsApp. I'm also I'm available on WhatsApp also.
Okay.
And yes.
None of you on what, TikTok yet?
No. No.
Go on to TikTok and just do your basket weaving and stuff. You would be surprised. You need to think about it.
Yes, that's true. And I also started a YouTube channel also. The name Steve was Weaver. So I'm also on YouTube.
Okay, great, nice. So there is Steve-O, and I didn't mention Kimoni has a YouTube channel.
Kayomi.
Huh? Kayomi.
Kayomi.
Kayom. Kayom has a YouTube channel that she started.
Kayomi.
Kayomi, why am I so dumb? Kayomi has a YouTube channel that she started today. Pretty new. So what's the name of it?
It's Kayan Night.
K Night.
Yeah, Kayan.
Kayan Night. Okay, I put, because it's new, YouTube won't show it up like that. So you just get that link. It's also in her bio. I put it in there late this evening. So you can go back to her bio and you see the link at the bottom. And we post it under this video also, so that you guys could just like her videos and follow her channel, where she will be coming every day with a live video about farming, right?
Most definitely.
Good.
Most definitely.
Because she's not going to be shy from here on. Every day she's going to do us a little video, one or more videos about farming and what she's doing, what's going on, how to grow crops, you know, and so on. So I'm excited for her. This is a new journey for her, and I need to invite from you guys the support of the community to kind of just shore her up and make her feel good about what she's doing, and to share her story, share her pages, so that she becomes more successful and start earning from YouTube. So I'm very proud of these two young people right here. And I'm sure that New Market community is absolutely proud of you guys. Continue doing what you're doing. I'm sure we'll be doing a lot more talking and working together as we go on. Thank you so very much. Admire both of you on your journey, and we are watching and following, right? So take care of yourselves. Any last thing you want to say to young people before you go, Kayomi? Did I say it right?
That one hit me. All right, what I have to say out there to young persons: don't ever see yourself that there's nothing you can do. There's always something out there that you can do. So don't look at others and say, listen, they have this, so I want to have that. Nothing is wrong with farming, because in my community, I'm proud to walk with water boat, knapsack sprayer on my back and go to bush, and person admire me for that. They actually look up to me and said, listen, Kayomi do it, so you can do it also. You leave school, you have nothing to do, choose farming. So farming is the way, and best believe it was the first occupation ever exists in the world. So nothing is wrong with farming.
Nice, very good. Let me ask you, how do you two support each other?
Yeah.
You look like as cousins, you're really tight. How do you support each other?
Moral support, like we encourage each other on our respective journeys. So she will be like, you know what, I have to promote your stuff. She will be like to me that you know, you're gonna reach far, your thing are gonna blow up and stuff. She's always there with the promotion and the good words of encouragement. And likewise, I'm there with the same things, and any way possible we can support each other, we do it.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you. And it's good to have a buddy when you're doing business or anything you're venturing in, because sometimes you need that extra hand. So I really like to see that, and the two of you getting along very well. So that's all for us now. We're signing off. Have a good night. You did very, very well.
You too.
You too.
You see that it's not as bad as you thought. You didn't die.
No, it's not.
And honestly, do you feel uncomfortable?
Yes. Oh my God, I would talk forever.
Yeah. Once you get started,
If I get the chance, oh yeah.
I think the anxiety is before,
Yeah.
because you work up this anxiety thing before you start. But once you get started, you realize
Yeah,
that's not that bad, right? So we'll hear much more from you. Thank you guys so much.
exactly.
All right.
Okay.
Have a wonderful night.
All
All
right.
right.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye, Facebook. Bye. Thank you guys for coming.